Hi, welcome to SellerSonar. So for today's video, we're going to talk about our multi-user account feature. So basically, this feature was added to allow the main account owner to add sub-accounts for different users. So this is particularly useful to agencies, for example, who are managing multiple sellers or stores, where each seller or group of sellers are being handled by an assigned manager. Also, if you're like a large company or brand with several managers who need to divide products per category and then assign them between your team members or managers, or if you just simply want to delegate tasks in your team members by specific functions, for example, like one person works with the keywords, then another with the buy box, and also another one for listing contents. So basically, this multi-account feature comes very handy in those sample use cases. So the multi-user account feature starts with our premium plan. So let me just show you. We're here at the pricing. Okay. Okay. Here it is. So the multi-user account feature basically starts with our premium plan over here. However, if you are currently on the pro plan already and wants to take advantage of this feature, you just simply need to add $14 on top of your monthly plan to activate this multi-user account feature. Okay. And once you're done, you just simply need to log into your account to access it. Just need to go here to the login page in your SellerSonar account. And once logged in, you need to click here on the top right corner, go to the profile and click on multi-account settings. So you'll be routed here in the multi-account settings page. Or you can also access this page from here in the billing. So once in the billing page, just click here multi-account tab and you will still be routed on the same page in the multi-account settings. So as the main account owner, this is also where you'll be able to add your sub-users. So to add them, just click here on the add user and enter your sub-user email address. So basically, you can only add sub-users that are already registered here in SellerSonar. So for example, you add a sub-user account that is currently not registered yet. This is how it's gonna look like. Okay, so it's gonna tell you this user is not registered yet, and you will get this error message as well on top. Okay, so you have to make sure that when adding sub-users, they are already registered here in SellerSonar. Okay, and once you're done adding them, you can now start customizing and choosing your preferred allocation methods. So we currently have two, the automatic and manual allocation. So automatic allocation means that the system will be the one to decide and distribute your available ASIN and keyword credits equally between your added sub-users. And once you select automatic allocation, you will not be able to like enter manual ASIN credits over here and keyword credits over here as well. Okay, and if you choose manual allocation, this means that you'll be the one to decide as to how much ASIN and keyword credits you want to allocate between your added sub-users. So currently it is on automatic allocation. Let's try switching it to manual allocation and see how this works. All right, so as you can see now, we are already on manual allocation mode. So if we check over here, previously this was set to 0. So now you can see that there were already 15 ASIN limits that were distributed equally by the system earlier, and also with our keyword credits over here. So now on manual allocation mode, you'll be able to see how much available ASIN and keyword credits left you have over here. And if we try changing this one, for example, from 15, let's say, let's try zeroing it out. Check. Okay, so it's now here in the available ASIN credits. From 1, it's now 16. So if we try to zero this one also, okay, so now we have 31. So let's try the keywords too. Try making the 0. Okay, so we now have 1368. And this one, let's try doing this. So manual allocation mode, we tried zeroing it out. So we now have here available ASIN and keyword credits 31 and 2736. So these numbers basically are from the main account's remaining available credits. So from the main account's monthly 500 ASIN limit, it has already consumed for 69. So we only have like 31 left here. But from the keyword credits of 3000, we only consume 264 from the main accounts. That's why it still has like 2736 keyword credits left. Okay. Also, I would like to emphasize that when using the multi-user account feature, duplicate products or keywords are counted only once across all users. So for example, you have added an ASIN or a product that is already added by another sub-user, then it's not going to be taken out against your current ASIN limit. However, if that user decides to remove the ASIN on their end, then that's the time it will now be counted against your current ASIN limits. Okay? Also, if, for example, an account owner decides to change or reduce the current ASIN credits of a sub-user, then there's a tendency that some ASINs may go beyond the new set limit. And in case that happens, the most recent ASINs which exceeded the new limit will be put on a limit reach status and will no longer be accessible to that said sub-user. Same goes with the keyword credits as well. Okay, so I hope everything is clear so far. Also, I would like to show you how it looks like on a sub-user's end. So let me just try to log in on one of these sub-users over here. All right, so once a sub-user logs in, well, basically it looks like a regular account. However, when they go to the billing page, they'll be able to see who their main account owner is over here, or the admin account, which added them as a sub-user over here. So it is important for sub-users to know who their main account owner is, for them to identify or know who to contact in case they have questions or if they need to change some settings in their sub-accounts. Okay. Also, if they go to their profile page and multi-account settings, they will also see the same account name for their account owner. Okay. And going back to the billing, when it comes to payments, it is always the account owner who's gonna be paying for the allotted ASINs and keyword credits to sub-users. Okay. So I think that's it for today's video.